as in B-R-E-A-T-A-G. Breath, flow, move.
Breath, flow, move. Yeah?
Yeah, that's her website. That's where you can book with her. And apparently, with the last group, there was a lot of people doing weekly classes with her as kind of grinds for the course. Isn't that amazing?
No, gosh. So have you got a surname? Can I write a surname down again, please, Claire? You got it?
It's D-E, and it's F-O-U-C-A-U-L-T.
See. Are you going to join her?
Sorry, I know already.
You're not going to.
She does free. No, I'm not going to bother with lessons, but she does free Instagrams every day, like little meditations. Or I saw the other day she had liver and kidney. It's really nice. And she did a flow using a vacuum cleaner, which was really, for me, it was like, oh, wow, that's so cool. Yeah, she's lovely, really lovely. She's got a lovely manner to her, kind of gentle. She's Spanish. She's living near Girona.
Oh, she trained with John.
Good morning and afternoon.
Level 3 certified.
Oh, right.
I hear you talking about Sandra in Spain.
Yeah, Sandra in Spain.
Yeah, she has some quite lovely stuff and does a lot of the, I think she's a level 2 or level 3 instructor under John.
Level 3 apparently, yeah.
Yeah, she's been around for a while.
He was saying the other night that he's changing to Warrior's Path and Sage's Path. From levels.
Let me flip the volume up a little bit on the big screen that I see so I can hear you. All right, that's better. All right, we're going to do one today that I'm not sure that my folks from across the pond have seen before. This is the 10 mindful movements from Plum Village. Plum Village is a retreat community in southern France, founded by Thich Nhat Hanh back in the early 70s after he was exiled from his native Vietnam. And this is the set of movements that gets done by the monks there every morning and has been done now for about 50 years. But we'll do our normal beginning. Let's put our feet about shoulder width apart, relax the body, soften the knees, give your shoulders a shrug and let them drop. And then let's begin to turn the upper torso from side to side, just letting the arms swing freely to start. And then let's take the hands into loose fists and begin to knock on the lower belly and lower back, knocking on the door of life. Got my middle school kids in their state testing this week, so it's just a couple hours, but it ends up just a little bit before we start, so I had to scurry back in and get my microphones on. And let's take that front hand up to the shoulder area. Again, knocking on the beginning of that lung point. And take it back down to the belly. And then let the hands float all the way off. And let's connect to the breath today with a little silk reeling. So as your hands float to one side, turn both palms into the breeze and slowly drag them across. Lengthening out that breath. Nice full in breath coming across in one direction. Full conscious out breath coming the other way. And begin to rise as you come across, forming a figure 8 in the middle, in front of you. The collection of silk reeling movements comes to us from Chen style Tai Chi. It's been adapted for Qigong in various movements, like wind in the willows, fishermen casting the net. Not entirely dissimilar to hands playing with clouds. Yeah, let's let the top hand float away. Just bring one hand across. And start to exaggerate the weight shift from side to side. Floating to the outside of one foot, the inside of the other. And we'll get ready to switch hands here. That one floats across and goes away, and bring the other one out. Palm into the breeze. Spiraling the hand on each side, a little pause in the breath as we change directions. And then both hands back in the mix, a couple times across, and then let's shrink it down. Coming to rest back in our neutral Wuji position, we begin with our regular commencing move, rise and fall. Breathing in, arms float up in front. Everything gets heavy at the top, elbows lead as we come down, breathing out. Let the movement pace off from your breath. Might be a little faster, a little slower than I am, that's fine. Just let everything match up to your breath. One more time with palms facing the floor. And then as your hands reach bottom, turn the palms in toward one another. Arms rise all the way overhead. Spiral at the top. Float down on the sides. Palms facing each other. Rise, spiral, and as you exhale, everything releases down. One more time, up, palms facing each other. Arms float down at the sides. And then we're just going to change direction, turn the palms up, rise, fold the elbows in, fingertips come to the shoulders as the body sinks down just a little bit. Inhale, expand out. And as you breathe in, let everything fold back in. Bring your fingertips to the shoulders. If your shoulders and elbows aren't quite flexible enough to bring the fingers in, you can let the arms cross in front like this and let the hands come onto the shoulders. Either way is fine. Last time, folding in. Expand back out, turn the palms over, arms float down. Come almost together, fingertips toward each other. Drag them up along the body. Spiral the hands out on the sides. Palms facing the body as we come up. Spiral, circle the arms. This one's similar to our seated circling the arms, except the arms don't pass each other. And let's take one more of those. Arms melting down. And then hands float up in front with the palms facing the floor. Fold the arms back into goal posts and gently arch the back. Arms swing forward, swinging back up, palms facing the floor, and then into goal posts with a gentle arch of the back. Inhale as we come forward with the arms. Exhale as they rise, bend the elbows, arch the back. We're going to take this one right into a variation of it. So one more time, back up into goal posts. This time, fold the fingertips in toward one another, fold forward, and then press the arms forward. Inhale as we come on back into the goal posts, opening up the gate. Exhale, close the gate, fold forward, press forward. We'll see this movement again tomorrow when we do our seasonal practice for wood. One more time. Into goalposts. Opening the gate. Close the gate. Press forward. And then rise and let everything release. A little setup required for the next one. So we're going to put our heels together, if you can, and then come up on your toes. So heels as close together, touching if you can. Hands on the waist. Inhale, let the body dip down as far as is comfortable. Doesn't take too much. Exhale, back to vertical. Keeping up on the balls of the feet, if you can. Heels touching, if you can. And if you take a peek down at your legs, your knees should be tracking right over your toes. This is one of the few movements where we would actually encourage you to let your knees float past your toes. Normally in any kind of lunging movement, we want to keep the knees not going quite so far over the toes, but in this plie position, the deeper you can go, obviously, the farther your knees are going to push out. One more time. And then toe heel back out to about shoulder width. And then we begin hip circles, but letting our head lead everything. So our head is drawing a big circle. And just breathe naturally. No pattern to this one. And let's take a few the other direction. No particular pace to this one. Just do what feels good to you. Just keep breathing deeply. A couple more times around, and then we'll take it into the balance work in this set. And let's come to rest back in our Wuji position. Reset your feet so they're about shoulder width if they've strayed. Shift your body to one side. Raise the other leg. Bend the knee as you inhale. As you exhale, extend the leg. Inhale the knee back. Exhale, extend the leg. If you need to reach out and touch something for balance, that's fine. Inhaling as you bend the knee. Exhaling as you extend the leg. Hands can be anywhere. On your hips is fine. Hanging down is fine. Out here helps you balance. That's fine too. One more time, extending out. Inhale it back. Exhale. Set that one down. Shift your weight over to that leg. Inhale the other one up. Exhale, extend. couple more on this side. You'll probably notice one side a little easier than the other. Inhale that one back in. Exhale, set it down, shift the weight to it, lift the other foot, and draw a big circle. Coming all the way back to the start, hovering the foot if you can, tap it if you have to, and then retrace around. So drawing a full arc around. Now let's add the breath. Inhale. Once you reach about the halfway point, exhale the foot back to start. Inhaling, get about halfway. Exhale at home. Let's bring that one back and we'll switch sides. Go ahead, set that one down, shift the weight to the other side, pick up the other foot, drawing that big circle. Hovering the foot if you can. Tap it if you need to for balance, which I may need to do on this side. And bringing it back one last time around, and then set them both down. Readjust your feet, so they're about shoulder width. Turning out to one side. Lunge over that leg as you raise the arm, and then straighten that leg, arch back. Letting that arm float down, that foot turns in, turning out the other foot. Inhale, lunge, continue the inhale as you straighten that leg and arch, and then exhale, lower the arm, turn the foot back in. Turning out to the side, lunge, reach, straighten the leg, arch, bring it back in, turn the foot in. Let's go one more on each side. And we'll take it into our normal close. A little bit of an extended close today. Pressing the palms, regulating the chi, inhaling up. Let the palms turn over at the top. Last one here. As the hands reach the bottom, let the fingertips press together, pull those up about to the ribs, folding forward, pushing forward like you're turning a wheel. One more turn of that wheel. And as we rise, let the arms separate. Toss one hand away. Follow it overhead with your eyes, and then let it trace down the midline of the body. Breathing in. And then breathing out as we float the hand back down. let your breath guide the pace. And let's take one more on each side. Last one. And as that hand floats down, let it come to rest on the heart center. Place the other one on your lower belly. Step your feet a little closer together, probably not touching, but so you feel nice and balanced. And close your eyes. Take a few breaths with the hands apart. Drawing those breaths down deep into the belly. Feeling that in-breath push out the lower hand. And keep your eyes closed. Let the top hand float on down the body and join the other hand, either over or under. And we'll bring the practice to a close, breathing our energy back into our center. Now let's take one last deep in-breath. And as you exhale that breath, let the eyes come back open, release the hands. Give everything a little shake at the bottom. That was, for the most part, the 10 mindful movements from Plum Village. Thanks for joining me today. Namaste.